This is one of the coolest shotgun microphones that Sony has ever made, and they've made a lot of shotgun microphones. Specifically, this mic is the ECM-M1, and it has some really cool tricks up its sleeve. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing this microphone and telling you if it's a good purchase if you want to use it in professional filmmaking scenarios or more as a fun vlogging mic. Also, for the sake of ethics, I want you to know this video is not paid or sponsored by Sony, but they did loan this mic to me so I could make this review, and it'll be going back to them very soon. Jumping right into it then, you'll see that Sony has taken a lot of inspiration from their earlier mics when creating this one. So just like their ECM-M1 mic that I love, this mic also attaches to your camera's hot shoe, and as long as you have a newer Sony camera, this hot shoe is going to provide all of the microphone's power, as well as operate as the microphone's input, meaning you do not have to connect a wire from your microphone into your camera's headphone jack. This will also help prevent your mic jack from breaking in the event that you drop your camera, and overall, I love Sony's implementation of their microphones in this way because it makes using an external microphone feel like a more seamlessly integrated part of your camera. It's awesome. Going back to similarities now, just like the ECM-M1 and other mics from Sony, this mic includes filters to help reduce wind noise and rumble, an attenuator to boost the gain if needed, an auto manual audio level switch, as well as a dial to control the audio levels manually, and an analog digital switch to make this microphone compatible with older cameras. So I'm sure at this point you're thinking, Matt, this sounds really similar to other Sony mics. And you're right. But I also said this mic has some really cool tricks up its sleeve. So now we need to turn our attention to this really big dial that dominates the back of this microphone, because this is where the magic happens. Now, if you remember from my ECM-M1 review, which if you haven't watched, I will link to it up in the corner and down in the video description, one of the coolest features of that microphone is that it gave you the ability to change the direction of how the mic would pick up audio. You could set it to record only in front of the mic like a shotgun. You could set it to a wider pickup pattern in the event that you had two people next to each other and you wanted to make sure that both of them were recorded. Or you could set it to omnidirectional, where everything around the microphone was recorded. Well, with this new ECM-M1 microphone, you now get this feature on steroids. Do you want control over your directionality? How about an extreme level of control? How about 8 separate options for how this microphone picks up audio? This is nuts. Here's how it works with examples. Okay, first up, you can set the M1 to record a super directional source of you speaking. So in this case, it's going to be picking me up speaking directly in front of the mic, but as soon as I go off axis even a little bit, you're going to notice that the quality degrades very quickly. Next, you have the option to set that directionality recording to be a little bit wider. So if I go off axis, it ain't as bad as it was with the ultra directional, but still, you can tell it's a little different. Going real wide now. So now the mic is picking me up in front and really far off to the side. Far off to the side, still picking me up. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. Omnidirectional now. So regardless of where I rotate around the microphone, it is still going to be picking up me speaking pretty much the same all the way around, which is pretty cool, especially if you have a lot of people speaking or you need to record a whole room. Pretty darn awesome that it gives you that as an option. Now, you do not see me, but I'm holding the camera. Hello, I'm right behind you here, and I've set the directionality to record behind the microphone. So now you can hear me speaking as I talk about this beautiful IKEA lamp that I bought many years ago, and it's been in so many of my videos. Wow. Now, this is a really cool feature because the microphone is set up to record everything behind and in front of it. So if I'm conducting an interview of my wife here, you have to say something.
Oh, an interview. Hello.
Yeah, great. This is useless. Okay, cool. Well, now you can hear both of us.
Baby wants to talk.
Even an option to record to the right and left channel, so you can record in front and behind, and you're not even participating in this interview.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
Lastly, there's a setting for stereo audio recording. It's not as exciting as the other settings, but yeah, it's there too. It's cool. Lastly, in regards to this big dial, if you want to lock it so it doesn't accidentally get rotated, which would be pretty hard to do to be clear, but if you want to lock it, you can press the center button to lock and prevent it from rotating. Overall, this mic is pretty cool, right? I've never seen a mic as capable of doing this many things. With that said, if the audio quality sucked, then it would all be meaningless, right? And that was one thing that I was nervous about whenever I first saw this microphone, because it's quite compact. And one of my worries was that just like Sony's ultra-compact ECM-G1 microphone that I reviewed, which I'll link to up in the corner and down in the description, that microphone suffered from an elevated noise floor and lack of bass. It was small, and while that works great for hobby use, I wasn't able to recommend that you use it in a professional filmmaking scenario like filming a wedding. Thankfully, my fears were unfounded with the ECM-M1 because hopefully, as you have heard from the examples in this video already, the M1 has a very impressive audio quality that I would say is very close to the reigning Sony on-camera microphone champ, the ECM-B1M. And this is a good thing because the price is really comparable to it as well. Sony has set the price for this microphone at $350 while the price of the B1M is essentially the same. So which microphone should you buy? Well, I think the choice is pretty easy. You need to look if you need all of the settings that the ECM-M1 provides. And if you think you'll use them, I say go for it. But if you want a powerful microphone with great audio quality and you don't need as much control over the directionality of the recording, just get the ECM-B1M. I love it. As I said earlier, I've linked to my review of the ECM-B1M below if you want to check it out. I will also link down below to my color presets, who is Matt Lutz. If you like the colors in this video and you want colors like these in your videos, you can get these presets down below. You'll also find a link down there to my edit videos like a pro guide. This guide is going to show you some of the biggest things that took me years to learn as a video editor, and it's really going to help you level up your video editing. You can download it for free down in the video description. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and have a great day.